Hi, folks. Andy here, and here are three breaking cybersecurity stories that you need to know about. First up, a 19-year-old is accused of running with Scattered Spider and just got dragged, kicking and screaming, out of Finland and dropped straight into a Chicago courtroom. His name is Peter Stokes, and he's a dual U.S. and Estonian citizen. And on June 30th, a federal judge ordered him held in custody. The Justice Department announced the extradition a day later. He's facing conspiracy, computer intrusion, and fraud charges. I think we can all agree this little punk is in a world of hurt right about now. Now, if you haven't heard of the name Scattered Spider, I can catch you up. I've been following this crew for a few years now. This is the group that's tied to some of the biggest hacks over the last few years. And the thing is, though, their playbook isn't full of fancy 0 days or exploits. No, their weapon of choice is just simple social engineering. What they'll do is they'll call help desks and impersonate employees and then just talk their way past MFA resets. This lets them pivot into cloud environments, identity providers, or any other system that they want. And their playbook is, again, just simple social engineering with just that little bit of technical follow-through that lets them do the data exfil and extortion. Now, here's why this extradition actually matters and why you should be paying attention here. Scattered Spider is mostly made up of English-speaking teenagers and young adults scattered across the US, the UK, and now clearly parts of Europe. And for the longest time, the joke was that these kids were untouchable because, well, they were minors, and because cross-border cases move at glacial speeds. But I think we can all agree that that excuse is starting to die. I mean, Finland handed Stokes over without any pushback. The UK arrested 5 suspected members last year, and Spain grabbed another. Yeah, the net's tightening, skiddies, so start picking out your prison nicknames now, okay? Yeah. Now, the evidence against Stokes here is getting really interesting here, and it hasn't been fully unsealed yet, but what we do know is that prosecutors are tying him to intrusions and fraud tied to the group's broader campaign. So expect more names, more indictments, and more countries cooperating over the next coming months. So what's next? I'm curious to see whether Stokes flips. I mean, a 19-year-old facing down federal computer intrusion charges in Chicago has a lot of incentive to name names here. I'm kind of hoping this kid snitches harder than Tekashi 6ix9ine. Anyways, the takeaway here for all of us defenders is this, okay? Your help desk is still the front door. If your identity verification for password and MFA resets can be beaten by a confident phone call, you will be the next victim.